Global War 36 enthusiast here with Operation From Russia with Love. I'm filling in for Boston Bruce on turn 7.8 KMT. It is July 1939. I'm going to jump ahead to the USA's tech rolls. Well, actually, I'm going to first do peacetime income increase. PBE generated an 8 for USA, so they'll jump to 26. And let's do tech rolls. First, I tried for improved construction at a 7 or higher. PBE generated a 4, so I failed. Second, I tried for amphibious doctrine at a 7 or higher. PBE generated a 1, so I failed. Third, I tried for jet fighters at an 8 or higher. PBE generated a 4, so I failed. Fourth, I tried for long-range aircraft at an 8 or higher. PBE generated a 1, so I failed. Fifth, I tried for large ship construction at an 8 or higher. PBE generated a 4, so I failed. Sixth, I tried for heavy strategic bombers at a 9 or higher. PBE generated a 12, so I succeeded. Seventh, I tried for strategic rockets at a 9 or higher. PBE generated an 8, so I failed. Okay, let's look at purchases. Actually, we have got a little bit of housekeeping. I apologize to you, Bruce, for my horrific luck. Ugh, so painful. Okay, so on turn 7.5, I tried to illegally lend lease a Gurkhas to the KMT. But if you look at the FEC NRS National Reference Sheet, it says, as FEC does not have home country, it must trace a supply path or start a lend-lease delivery from an operational miner factory in Calcutta or Maharashtra. But that's in conflict with how you build Gurkhas, which must be placed in FEC-possessed territory adjacent to Nepal. So there's no way you can lend-lease Gurkhas. So I cannot do that. And what I had done was I built an artillery in Calcutta and lend-leased a Gurkha. So I'm going to switch that. I'm going to lend-lease an artillery to KMT, bringing them up to 3 artillery. And then I'm going to build my second Gurkhas there in Bengal. So there's 2 Gurkhas in Bengal. Okay, now we can go to KMT 7.8 purchases. So KMT has 4 IPP. They'll purchase 1 mountain infantry for 4. Non-combat movement. KMT will move those 2 infantry that are in Sikhang down to Yunnan and join the force in Yunnan. So let's do a disposition of what all Boston Bruce has in Yunnan. Looks like he's got 4 militia, 14 infantry. I'm going to build that mountain infantry there. So that'll bring us up to 5 mountain infantry, 4 cavalry, 3 artillery, and 3 anti-aircraft artillery in Yunnan. KMT collects 3 and ends the turn with 3 IPP. All right, now turn 7.9 USA. We already went through the nightmare scenario of repeating a 1 for 7 tech roll. That's the second time this game USA has had 1 for 7 tech. It's so frustrating. Okay, so there's no, purchases, that's what I need to do. I was going to say there's no combat movement, but first we got to talk about purchases. We've got 18 IPP to spend. We will lend-lease a fighter to the British for 10. We'll lend-lease a mountain infantry to the Free French for 4. And we'll lend-lease an artillery to the KMT also for 4. And that brings our total to 18. There's no movement whatsoever. So it's just all about Lend-Lease delivery. Over here on the East Coast in Washington, D.C., the fighter will embark and then travel across to southern England and debark here. So there's 2 fighters in London and 2 fighters in southern England. Also from Washington, D.C., the mountain infantry will embark, travel all the way down to Madagascar, and debark in Madagascar. And then, you can't see that. Let's get that guy right there. Now you can probably see him. Just his head. Okay. And then from San Francisco, the KMT artillery will embark and debark in Burma, travel up the Burma Road into Yunnan. So Yunnan will now have 4 artillery for the KMT. USA's at 26 IPP, so they will collect 26 IPP. Now we're going to talk about Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Germany receives 5 IPP and ends the round with 75 IPP. USSR collects 3 IPP and ends the round with 37 IPP. And I know that Silk is owed a tech roll, but I don't know what he wants me to roll for, so we will do that via PBE. Next up is Hambone with turn 8.1, Germany.